for everyone who is catching this, I forgot to schedule this ahead of time. If you're catching this on the replay, thanks so much for checking it out. If you're rocking out with me here live, then thanks so much. I did what a lot of people are extremely afraid of doing when they're building a business. I took pretty much the last 4 days off, and that I am saying that this is right for everyone to do. However, you have to show up in your life as the best version of yourself first, because if you don't do that, then you can't show up as the best version of yourself for your business. So my frame of mind on Friday was I typically take Fridays off, and I have always, I shouldn't say always, aside from the 2 years that I worked 7 days a week, and that was by choice. I didn't really fully work 7 days a week. So aside from, I think it was 2016 to 2018-ish, I had a 7-day week schedule. I didn't work full days during the week, but I definitely had a 7-day week schedule. I was working part-time. I was at our local hospital trying to get just some different skills, as a life coach, social worker, therapist, all those things. And the opportunity was for me to work weekends. I didn't mind that at the time because of the way my personal life was designed. That actually worked for me. I was off mainly. I would work a little bit during the day when my kids were at school. So when I was doing the hospital work, when I was working every weekend, the benefit to working every weekend was I worked by myself. So I didn't have bosses, I didn't have coworkers, I didn't have any of that stuff pulling my focus around. So I was extremely efficient. And then I pretty much took like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off from my online business. I only worked a little bit during the day while my kids were at school or at daycare at the time. So I have always been of the frame of mind that our lives are far too valuable to spend them working. Our lives are far too valuable to wait 40 something years to enjoy them. So my frame of mind has always been to enjoy life while I had the opportunity to enjoy life. And that doesn't mean that I'm afraid to work hard. It doesn't mean that I'm not willing to work hard. It just means that I'm only willing to work as hard as it takes for me to enjoy. So yeah, my frame of mind has always been enjoy life while we can. Right? Plan for the future, but enjoy life for today, because 2 seconds from now is not guaranteed. So in the beginning of building my online business, I was super excited about it, super eager to jump in and learn everything I could, right, and implement and all this stuff. I quickly found myself burnt out many times. And this is going way back till the beginning of last year when I was starting to learn affiliate marketing and stuff. So a few rounds of burnout, a few rounds of wanting to quit 752,000 times, probably even more than that. I've learned. So Mondays are typically almost a full day off for me. I usually only have a couple appointments. I do my coaching Monday nights for now until I add a different day, different time to accommodate other people. And I don't usually schedule too many of my own private one-on-one clients on Mondays. So I go hard-ish on Tuesdays. Usually from 9 to 9 p.m. Well, so I guess 12-hour day, right? Wednesdays, same thing. I go hard on Wednesdays. I go hard on Thursdays. And then Fridays is typically only meeting with my personal fitness coach in the morning. I have one private client that I go to their home to meet with. And then that is typically it for Fridays. I don't usually do anything else. I don't even usually log on to social media. I will post some posts, and whether it's long form, short form, video, like whatever. So I usually take Fridays off. Usually by Fridays, I am completely exhausted, right? From coming off of 3, 12, 13-hour days. So this weekend, I took Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. And it was really good. I didn't post anything. Yesterday, I did post. I actually spent yesterday with Flip, actually spent the day with him and his family yesterday in Salem, Mass. Had a great day. Long day, fun day. We had a blast. It was really great. Coming back today, raring and ready to go. Super excited to jump back in. However, I only have today and tomorrow, and then I take off on Thursday, and I'm going to Florida. And I will miss my first coaching call ever. I will miss on Thursday because I will be in the air flying. And I am going to, again, completely disconnect, unplug from Thursday to Sunday. Yeah, I'll create some content. I'll create some video content and just throw it in my drafts. Probably like on the airplane home, I'll add the edits and captions and stuff like that, and I'll probably post them next week. I may post some while I'm down there, but I'm not really sure. So the message is your frame of mind. mind. If you are thinking that with your business, you have to be 100% plugged in all the time, every single day, like you don't need to be. And actually, it's not good for you to be, because you're not going to be on your A game, right? You're not going to be showing up your best. So by not showing up your best, you're not going to be able to listen to what people are saying. You're not going to be able to help them as best you would be able to help them, because either you're exhausted, right? So you have a tired brain, or you're thinking about 17 other things you need to get done today before a certain time, right? Before you pick your kids up or your mother up or your father up or whatever it is that you have going on, right? Take your dogs to the vets, like horse to the vets, like whatever it is, right? All of our lives are different, and we all have different adult responsibilities, so to speak. So if you're not taking the time to unplug and do in life what you enjoy, then you're not showing up as the best version of yourself. Your frame of mind is going to be tired, and that's never good. It's never good. We can only spend so much time consuming before our brains shut off. So if you're trying to consume 4 hours of learning videos, after 30 minutes, you're probably not consuming all that much of it. If you're new to online business, like if you're just jumping into, depending on which group that you're watching this live in, or if you're on my profile and you're looking to get started and you're interested in getting started, there's definitely ways to come up with a daily plan and chunk down your learning time and increase your productivity time and increase the money making strategies in your business. It's all important, but it's not all important right now, and it's not all important at the same time. So that's going to lead you to burnout, right? If you buy into a program and the first video is 2 hours, watch 30 minutes of it. Really absorb what it is that you're learning. Go and apply what you're learning. Do the learn, do, teach. Learn 30 minutes of it. Go do something about it. Meaning go create some content and put down. So if you're building a Facebook community, put down what you're learning, and then go jump in your Facebook group and do a quick 10-minute live. Share on a live what it is that you've learned. It's not, you're not showing up as a fake version of yourself. You are just learning. You're teaching what you just learned, and that's going to help you. That's going to benefit you in many different ways. So you're going to be consuming, you're going to be creating, and then you're going to be teaching. So you are repeating that information 3 times, two times essentially, because you're watching it. That's going to help you learn, and that's going to help you to have those skills to be able to continue to use in your business. So many people want to take a lot of notes, and you know what ends up happening when you take notes is you end up having either endless amounts of digital notes on your phone or your computer, endless amounts of paper notes, and then what are the chances that you're going to be able to go back methodically and look at your notes and know what your notes mean? Probably not too much. You're probably going to spend a lot of time flipping through your notes, trying to find the information that you're looking for versus remembering what video you're watching. Take down some bullet point notes about that video, and then go back to that video and be like, oh yeah, it's the video on short form videos that I watched. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So those are the 7 bullet points that when you want to reconsume that information, you go back to that video and you watch it. So that's going to spark your memory versus reading through tons of notes when you could just go back to the video or check out the Google Doc. Another thing too with your frame of mind is it's helpful to have a clear understanding of your business, a clear understanding of what you want your business to look like, and a clear understanding, and by business I mean like your personal brand. What do you want people to come to know you for? And then crafting all of your marketing message around that. People on social media don't necessarily care too much about the features of a product because they don't actually know what those features are going to do for them. You want to speak in specifics about what the features are allowing you to do in your business to grow your business. So resting, stepping away from your business, doing something for yourself, finding a hobby you enjoy, spending time with people you enjoy is going to rest your brain. Somebody brought up last week on one of the lives, and they had asked how to decrease procrastination. I'm going to touch a little bit upon procrastination today also, because I think that goes back to mindset, that goes back to frame of mind. So procrastination is obviously you're choosing to avoid. That's what procrastination is. I don't know what the actual definition of procrastination is, but that's what it is. You're choosing to avoid doing something that, one, is in your best interest to do, or you know it's in your best interest to do, but you hate doing it. But what does procrastination lead to? It leads to overwhelm. because what you're avoiding, what you're choosing to not do today is just double the amount tomorrow. What you're choosing to not do today and tomorrow is just triple the amount the next day. So how can you break down your strategies, your tasks that you need to get done? How can you break them down into small increments and just be like, all right, you know what? I'm going to go do this for 10 minutes and get it done. Procrastination oftentimes too is avoiding doing something because you perceive that it might be too hard to do. So in the beginning of my business, I was not a huge fan of all the tech. So I would choose to not do the tech, and that didn't help me at all. I still needed to learn how to connect something so I could go live in my group. I still needed to learn how to save something, to share something, I still needed to learn how to do all those things. So avoiding didn't do me any good other than to just keep me frustrated. So take a good, honest look at what you're procrastinating on in your business as well. Is it you're procrastinating on it because you don't feel like it's a best fit for your business, or you're procrastinating on it because you're afraid to grow, you don't feel like you should grow, or you don't recognize that you need to grow, so you're procrastinating? So procrastination has many layers to it, and without knowing someone specifically and how their mindset is, I can only talk in like generalities and frameworks, which is not my favorite thing to do. I like to really get in there and pull everything apart and look at all the layers and then build something from there. But if you do find yourself in the frame of mind of procrastination, write down the task that it is that you have to do and write down what you're thinking about it. And then you can be like, all right, I'm procrastinating doing this. I'm putting off doing this because of 1, 2, and 3 reasons. All right. So you smash out 1, 2, and 3 of those reasons and be like, all right, those are not reasons for me to continue to choose to not do something that's going to help my business. I need to grab myself by the shoulders and I need to move myself out of the way so that I can keep moving forward, because I don't know anybody who has chosen to start to do something and then be like, I hope I fail. Unless you're at work and you don't want to be the person that's called upon all the time because you know everything, then you're going to choose to not share. That's a very different thing than procrastinating. But procrastination is the frame of mind that it's usually you're fearing something, and it takes a really good breakdown of pretty much everything that's coming into play so you can identify what's leading to that, right? Because as human beings, we only continue to do what we continue to do because we benefit from it. Now, that benefit can be negative, so it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a positive benefit. Even if it's a negative benefit, it's something we're comfortable with, so it's something we're going to continue doing. So there's so many layers to mindset, to frame of mind, to disposition, to attitude, so many layers to it. And if you're not keeping all the layers of who you are as a person in pretty decent balance, so they're all ebbing and flowing around and with each other, then you're going to find there's just little breaks in your mindset, breaks in your motivation to keep going, to get moving, to start doing something new, to experience something new, get out of your comfort zone, so to speak. I know a lot of people hear that for a lot of different contexts, like get out of your comfort zone. Easier said than done. Who doesn't want to stay comfortable? I think we all. But if you want to grow, if you want to change, if you want more, you have to get out of your comfort zone. And it's finding the tools and the strategies to be able to do that is the tricky thing, because the tools, the strategies of an online business, there's so many. There's so many ways to do it. There are some wrong ways, but I've had many different products and I have not seen any tools that are wrong. They might be wrong for you. They might be wrong for your business. They just might not seem like it's something you want to do, but it doesn't mean that they're wrong in getting it done, right? Because from what I've seen, from the different people I've worked with, from the different mentors I've worked with, from the different programs I've been in, all the strategies work. Doesn't mean that they're all going to work for you. Doesn't mean that they're all going to fit with you. So having the confidence in your frame of mind, having the confidence in how you view your business, and asking the right questions. Asking the right questions in your coaching group, one-on-one coaches, group coaches, whatever, Facebook groups, whatever support you have, asking the right questions is going to get you the right answers. And that's really going to help decrease burnout. It's going to help decrease taking too big of a step away, because you want your momentum to keep going, but that doesn't mean that you have to be connected 24/7 to your business. That's not healthy. I don't know of any anyone who has gotten into the make money online space that says, woohoo, I want to do this 90 hours a week. I've yet to meet anyone that wants to do that. When you grow, I think if you grow and you grow fast, you get bigger than what you're prepared for. That can be very scary. However, you can't control that. That's an outcome. You can't control how fast you grow. What you can control is the amount of support that you get along the way so that you can keep your frame of mind clear, so that you can keep the direction of your business clear, so that you can keep clear what it is that you're doing, so you can avoid burnout, so you can find a healthy balance for yourself, so you can take time away. I hear so many people say, oh, I took 2 days off of social media. I feel so guilty. Why? People are not, unless they're in your small, tiny little world of coaching clients that you work really intimately with. So you're probably meeting with them once a week, few select people. Even those people are not sitting and waiting for every single word that you might post or every single video that you might post, right? We're really not all that important, but we are all that important to ourselves. So I guess the biggest message today, my biggest talk today is the self-care piece with the mindset. Making sure that you are, even if you're working 40 hours, right? If you're working 40 hours and you have a 5-hour commute every week or a 10-hour commute every week, that's a long freaking week. You're not going to have the band. If you're a single person and you work 50 hours a week and you don't have a lot of family commitments, you probably could come home and work on your business 5-6 hours and you probably wouldn't feel burnt out, but you can't do that forever. It's not healthy to be a chronic workaholic. It's not healthy. It's not healthy on our brain. We need more than just external validation. Yeah, so I guess today's whole entire thing is framework, self-care, how to do self-care, how to give yourself permission to do self-care. Self-care is so important, and it's something that so many people overlook. I, for instance, so before C19, I had my tiny little bedroom set up. This was my little reading nook. So I have a nice, comfortable chair here. It has my favorite, oh, you probably can't see it anyways. It has my favorite wild animal, which is elephants. I love them. They're beautiful. They have beautiful family values. They're just a beautiful animal. And if I could come back as anything, I'd come back as an elephant. I had this little corner set up for me, paintings that my kids made, my clock from when I was a kid. But then the world happened and this now became my office. So this is no longer just my little reading nook that I may spend a little bit of time in. This is a place where I spend many hours sitting. So I need a break from my little sanctuary, quiet reading nook because now this is my workplace. So during the day, my bed's like right on the other side of me, like 2 steps, and then there's my bed. But I don't want to get like an ergonomically correct office chair because I love my elephant chair, but it's not ergonomically correct, and sometimes it bothers my back if I'm sitting here too long. My self-care in my long days is if I have a phone appointment where I'm not on video, I will take my phone, I'll put my earphones in, and I'll go down and I'll walk on my treadmill for 45-minute call that I'm on. Or in between clients, I usually have 10-15 minutes. I will lay on the floor. I will stretch out, do a little bit of yoga. I may lay flat on my back on my bed just to give my back that break from sitting down. So just because self-care, it doesn't mean you need to spend thousands and go to a spa. There can be little things along the way. Giving yourself, if you're working from home, giving yourself time to shut off everything and have some lunch. That's what I did right before this. I had some lunch, right? I got up, I moved around, had some lunch. Make sure that you're taking care of your frame of mind because that's where it starts. Give yourself time, give yourself permission to do some self-care, drink plenty of water, put some healthy food in your body. Add some movement to the day. It could even mean that you go up and down the stairs once or twice. Go sit outside if you're someplace where it's warm. Go sit outside. Have your lunch outside. Find whatever you enjoy. Unplug. Keep your frame of mind clear. Keep it light. You're going to be able to show up as a much better version of yourself if you do that. Does anybody have any questions? I've been rambling for quite a while now, so I don't know who's still here with me.